Oh god, this guy's back at it again.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
So there I was actually about to do a react to the video coming back from our boy Asmongold. This is a video that Asmongold reacted to, the one and only, the newest edition of the lolcow asylum, known as the Birdman. That's right, the Birdman. He has flown the coop. The guy has gone fucking insane. He is now in the same penitentiary that houses such intellectual mastodons like DSP Gaming, Cyrax, and Boogie2988. You can now add the Birdman to the asylum. Well, anyway, I was about to get ready to do the react to this video when I saw this pop up. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Jeff, that name, I know you can't see it, but Jeff, that name, Pessimistic Prime, it sounds familiar. Where did I hear that name? I swear to God, I know that name from somewhere. And you are right, you have. I did react to Pessimistic Prime, I think it was like nearly 2 weeks ago, roughly, talking about how Transformer consumers are crybaby hypocrites. In that video, I covered this video. And basically, I tore him up, where, he was talking about how these figures are too expensive, yet he goes and he buys these said expensive figures. So I saw this video here and I thought, you know what, I like Asmongold. Asmongold is a great guy. He does have his flaws, but we all have flaws. Some of them I disagree with, but I still find him to be pretty enjoyable. But I'm sorry, Asmongold, I gotta tear this guy up. And because of that, the Pessimistic Prime, he's back on the radar again. He's continuing to be a hypocrite, and I'm going to call him out on some other new stuff. Let's get to that video right now, shall we? Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1.
Boy, oh boy, do we have some stuff to talk about. I think it's fair to say that the last few weeks have been kind of interesting for Transformer fans and for Transformers in general. You have Hasbro going on the apology tour for the 86 film, which honestly they should.
I will go on record till the end of time, and I'll say that this is the best marketing gimmick ever. It is, hands down, the best marketing gimmick ever, because it's actually facing a bunch of fucktards, forcing them to face their the fact that they are little bitty crybabies, basically.
Do a lot more than just apologize for that film. They should apologize for the prices of these figures now.
Oh yeah, we're going to be talking about that in a few minutes.
These days and the lack of quality, but that's not the point of this video. You have them also announcing that in September, theaters will be re-showing the 86 movie, which is awesome. Yay, more PTSD.
How much trumpet that this little fucktard, he's basically one of the types of kids that the minute Optimus Prime died, he went running into the closet of his home and he threw a fit while his mom begged him to come out of the closet. I'll make you a bet that he was one of those types of kids.
Have some figures that have been showing up on the web. Did I really just say web? Do people even say that word web these days? I feel like I'm showing
What the fuck else would they call it, you idiot?
my age by just using that word. Figures coming out that are just kind of disappointing. They're a bunch of retools or just redecos that really are underwhelming and disappointing and a waste of people's time and money. Rumors coming out about a potential new Transformers game, which of course we're all still scarred from Transformers React.
I can't believe the idiots actually believed that game was going to be coming out. Oh my god, you guys are a bunch of stupid fucks if you actually thought that game was going to be coming out.
And then you have a bunch of YouTubers such as myself online complaining about the prices of toys.
Like I said, there's a reason I'm kind of waiting to talk about this pretty soon. But yeah.
So, yeah, I would say it's kind of been a few interesting weeks. Now, what I do want to talk about is new images that have hit the web regarding 2 new packs for the Age of the Primes line that will be coming out in November of this year. So, the first pack that I want to talk about is Age of the Primes Autobot 3 pack. Now, this pack has the Autobots Mirage, Ironhide, and Blue Streak, 2 deluxes and 1 Voyager. Obviously, the Voyager is Ironhide.
The fuck you say? Yeah, I thought for sure Blue Streak was going to be the Voyager. God damn, I was wrong. I'm so sorry.
Now, the price point, price point for this 3-pack is $90 US.
You know, every time I have to watch this guy's video, I actually feel like doing the same thing that this midget did. You know, I feel like throwing up.
I really want to know from you guys. I know how I feel about this, but I want to know from you guys.
He doesn't give a flying fuck what you think. He just wants the attention.
Do you think a 3-pack that has 2 deluxes and 1 Voyager is worth $90? Because to me, 2 deluxes and 1 Voyager is not worth $90. I don't care which Autobots you put in that 3-pack. $90 is just way too much and is stretching it. And of course, am I surprised by this price point? No. Why would I be surprised? I made a video about this last week where I was basically whining about the prices of these toys. So I'm not surprised that Hasbro went this route and decided to give it a $90 price point. Now, the 3 Autobots, like I mentioned, are Ironhide, Mirage.
Okay, let's actually do some math here. Let's do some math because this guy, he just wants to give his opinion. Me, I like to, you know, I would like to look up these numbers and everything. So let's go do some, let's do some looky look, shall we? Okay, so 1 second here. I love doing research. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Okay, bam. Okay, let's see here. Where can we go that has prices? Let's go to Walmart. Okay, let's look at the price of deluxe class figures, shall we? Age of the Primes. Okay, so for a deluxe class. Okay, I'm trying to see which ones are deluxe classes. Actually, hold on, let's do in-store because some of these are like third party and everything. Okay, so it looks like for deluxe class, at least for, and these are sold out, so, you know, or out of stock. It looks like the average price is going for about $27.97. $27.97. Okay. 27.97 times 2, 55.94. 55.94. Okay, so let's look for a Voyager class now. Because see, the thing is, this fucktard, he is trying to put up the argument that these figures should, he doesn't overtly say it, but he tries to insinuate that these prices should be back for what they were like pre-pandemic, you know, pre-tariff and all that. Businesses don't work like that. They just don't work like that. They're not going to give you prices from 5, 6, 7 years ago. They're not going to give you prices before a tariff war. No, they're going to give you the prices now. Okay, so let's look for a Voyager class. What is a good Voyager class? I can't recall. Is this guy a Voyager class? Let's see here. Is he a Voyager class? Oh, it doesn't say. Let's see here. Age of the Prime, Ratchet. And I can't tell if he's a Voyager class. Hold on, I'll get my figure and I'll be right back. Okay, so wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's go there. Let's turn this off for a moment. Then let's do this. There we go. There we go. So I have Ratchet here. I've had here as Voyager class. He is actually just a deluxe class. So what I what I proceeded to do was I went and grabbed my Voyager class Amalgamous Prime. Yeah, Optimus Prime. It's the guy with the shockwave-like face. So we're going to look for that kind of figure. So let's switch back over to this. Do this. There we go. So this guy's actually deluxe. This is the one thing I wish businesses would do. I wish that they would actually just get, like say what size they are, like what class. Oh, this one does say it. Okay, so this one's deluxe. Okay, still looking for a Voyager class. Really? They don't have any Voyager class figures on this fucking website? Really? None at all? I think this guy's just a deluxe class. Okay, fuck it. Let's go to Target. We will find a Voyager class figure somewhere. Okay, Voyager class. I refuse to believe that there are no fucking Voyager class figures at all anymore. They have to be here somewhere. They have to be. Oh, let's do Age of the Primes. Okay. I think this guy's like Voyager class. Does it say? Let's see here. War for Cybertron. Oh yeah, Voyager class. So this guy is Voyager class. So his current price is $42.99. Let's pull up that trusty calculator again. Wait, where the fuck you go? Okay, there you are. Plus 42.99. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it says it's $98.93. So I'm sorry, but for 2 deluxe class figures and 1 Voyager class figure, it's almost $100. I would say $90. Yeah, it's not exactly a lot less than 98, but still, at least it's less than what the fucking calculator is showing. But yeah, so he is throwing a fit about the cost of 2 deluxe class figures and a Voyager class. The issue is, and the thing is, he's trying to, like I said, he's trying to give the argument of, well, 2 of these figures, the Mirage and the Blue Streak, that they are from older product lines. Hasbro doesn't look at past product lines when they are giving price, when they are assigning prices. If that was the case when it came to some of these 2 packs on Amazon's website, like say the Wreckers versus the Doom or whatever they're called, those prices would be a little bit lower. But no, they just kind of slap on modern prices for older figures.
And Blue Streak. So Ironhide is just the Studio Series 86 figure. The really only change that I can see that they did to the figure is they got rid of the clear windows. They're now painted in a light blue color, which I know that was kind of something a lot of you guys were upset about when this figure first came out. I don't really care. So, but yeah, that's really the only change I can see with this Ironhide figure. For Mirage, it is.
You also get that fucking yellow stripe that a lot of people were pissed off that 86 Ironhide didn't have. God, people get pissed off over the most generic of things.
Clearly the Kingdom mold with a few adjustments to resemble his G1 appearance. One of the biggest things to point out is his cannon can now attach to his right shoulder, which, bear with me guys, I was out of the Transformers loop around that time when Kingdom, Earthrise, all that was going on. I was out of the loop. I wasn't really paying attention to Transformers at the time, so bear with me. But apparently the original Kingdom Mirage was unable to attach the cannon to his right shoulder. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I'm not too sure. I thought I saw that in a few comment sections for these photos right here. So for Blue Streak, clearly this is the Earthrise mode that was recolored to also resemble his G1 appearance. Now, is this 3?
I will go out on record and say I love this artwork. I'm not sure what it is. It's like that half black and white and half colorized images of these figures. I freaking love that so much. That is so nice. If there's one thing I really have to say that Hasbro's been kind of really hitting out of the park lately, it's some of this artwork. You have this box art here. You have the G2 Dinobots of Swoop, Snarl, Slag. Yes, I fucking said Slag and Snarl. I'm not, and then there's Trypticon. I didn't get that Trypticon, but the artwork, it's freaking awesome.
Pack something that like myself would I get, because I don't have 86 Ironhide, I don't have a G1 accurate Mirage or a G1 Blue Streak. Would this be something that I'm interested in getting? And the answer is obviously no, especially for 90.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop here because this hypocrisy is driving me nuts. And you're gonna say, Jeff, what the hell are you talking about hypocrisy? What's he doing? He is literally telling you he does not want to spend $90 to get some figures he actually self-admittedly that he does not have. He openly said he does not want to spend $90 to get a figure that, or maybe two. I think he said he doesn't have Mirage or Blue Streak. Yeah, let's actually go back. Let's go right here.
Ironhide, I don't have a G1 accurate Mirage or a G1 Blue Streak.
Okay, so right there, he literally just said it. He does not have Mirage or Blue Streak, but he's still not going to buy it. And if this was almost anybody else, and they did not have a history of hypocrisy, I'd be like, okay, hey, you do you. You're standing on something. You don't think that these figures are worth $90? Hey, that is fine. That is fine.
Would this be something that I'm interested in getting? And the answer is obviously no, especially for $90. This is a hard pass for me. I could see if it was
okay. Wait, hold on.
Around like 60.
The guy's a fucking cheapskate, but that's not what I'm talking about. Here to talk about. He is literally saying he doesn't want to spend $90. It's too much. It's too much, ladies and gentlemen. It is too damn much to spend $90 to on three figures, two of which he doesn't have. Too much. It's too fucking much, Jeff. I can't do it. It's too much. Then why the fuck is he spending $1,000 at a convention? I spent $1,000 on figures at TFCon LA 2026. Was it worth it? Toy Haul. I'm sorry, shithead. You don't get to claim, oh, that's too much. I'm not gonna afford to pay that, but I'm gonna spend $1,000 paying a bunch of scalpers at a convention. Because at this point, let's just fucking be honest. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. It isn't the cost of the figures that upsets him. It's who's charging him the cost of the figures. This guy clearly had no problem stating that he would pay $1,000 at a convention to buy these figures. But when it comes to Hasbro releasing or re-releasing three figures, two of which he admittedly said he does not have, that's the bridge too far, ladies and gentlemen. That's the bridge too far. He can't do that. This guy has morals and standards. He has morals. He is not going to buy these three figures for $90. He will not. He has. Oh wait, where did that come from? Oh my God! I don't know how that got there. Let me take that out. Yeah, he literally. Oh my God! How did that pop back up? Bad hand. Bad. The guy's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. Plain and simple, he is a hypocrite. It isn't so much who's charging him. It isn't so much the cost. It's who's doing it. He would rather pay scalpers exorbitant prices than actually pay Hasbro, for two figures that he would really like to get. Does anybody see the fucking problem here?
5. I feel like honestly 65 is really pushing it.
$65 The guy's literally almost asking for nearly 50% off. The guy is a fucking cheapskate. He doesn't mind, oddly enough, he doesn't mind paying $1,000 for, you know, all these figures that you see here. No problem with that. But $90, that's a hill he can't climb. That's a hill he cannot climb.
Be curious and maybe might want to buy it, but for $90, that's just no. That's to me, that's not worth it at all. This seems like a desperate
Oh, by the way, this is something I just love. Hold on, let's actually go back to the gameplay.
cash grab for Hasbro, which I'm not surprised. Honestly, are any of us surprised at this point with the stuff that Hasbro has been putting out lately? I'm not surprised.
Okay, there you go. He's talking about this being cash grab, that, you know, nothing uncommon for Hasbro. What the fuck do you think scalpers do? I would love to get a mental understanding of this guy. How it sounds like he is cool with scalpers, you know, just taking advantage of him. How that's okay, but the business, you know, that makes these Transformers $90. Oh no, we can't do that. We can't do that. Normally, it's the fucking other way around. It's the scalpers people fucking hate, and it's a necessary evil with Hasbro. Oh my god, this fucking guy. But anyway. Not only does he not have a problem going to, you know, spend $1,000. Holy shit, $1,000. Even on my wildest spending sprees on eBay, I never blew $1,000 in one go. I think my max was like 450, and that was to get a couple of the HasLabs that came out a few years ago. $1,000. You know, he's cool with that, you know, but Hasbro, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Dude, get off your fucking horse. You're drunk. Go home. But anyway. This is the guy who says that he will not spend $90. And going back to that video that I covered on this guy last time, this is nothing new. Him being a hypocrite is nothing new. He talked about how, you know, Hasbro is charging too much for these figures, yet he bought Liege Maximo, and I think the other one was Ratchet from Age of the Primes. Well, they're both from Age of the Primes. This, if you're gonna fucking have morals to stand on, you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. If you're claiming that Hasbro is charging too much, you wouldn't buy Liege Maximo. You wouldn't buy Ratchet. You sure as hell wouldn't be fucking buying overpriced scalper shit. But going back to this scene here, he has no problem spending $1,000 on, you know, Transformers at TFCon, but also he doesn't have problem spending egregious amounts of money on Fortnite to get premium skins. And it goes back to what I just said. It isn't so much the cost of the objects that upsets him, it's the people who does it. Because if he was so upset, nobody would be buying these fucking premium skins. Because guess what? The moment that this game goes belly up and they shut down those servers, and they will, it may not be today or tomorrow, but one of these days, the servers will get shut down. All that money that he spent on that skin, gone. Like dust in the wind. That's why I say you should not listen to these people. I think this is I wouldn't say he's exactly a small channel. Let me see here. How many people? How many subscribers does he have? Hold on 1 second. Let's go back to this. Let's do some research, shall we? We're Ryan. I'm probably butchering his name. He currently has. Oh, he only. Wow. Wow. He only has a. Wow. He's literally kind of in the same boat I am. He has only 1.97 thousand. Wow. I thought he was in the 14,000 range. Damn. Damn. Yeesh. I feel kind of bad about, tearing into him. I thought he was like a 14,000 subscriber channel. You're still a fucking hypocrite. Back to the video. Back to the video. No fucking mercy. You're a fucking hypocrite.
At all with this. I guess the positive way to look at this is if you missed out on getting 86 Ironhide, if you don't have a G1 accurate Mirage or Blue Streak, here's your opportunity to go ahead and snatch these figures. Because right now, I think scalpers are going to get to this pretty quick and jack up the price to 180 or more. Honestly, I could see that. Now, for the main thing I want to talk about is Age of the Primes.
Oh, of course. Of course. Why am I not shocked that he would be talking about this? This seems to be on the lips and minds of all critics. And you know what they're going to do. They're going to fucking shit talk this, until the cows come home. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know. And if you say, although they won't, or something like that, you're a fucking liar because you know. They're going to buy this simply because they want that display piece. You can fucking say, oh no, they won't. They will. They will.
Sentinel Prime artifact pack. Now, I remember a few weeks ago, there was rumors about something coming out for Sentinel Prime and this artifact pack, and a lot of people were trying to theorize about what it could be. And honestly, I didn't know what to expect, especially with Hasbro being behind it. But here it is. Here is Sentinel Prime, Age of the Prime Sentinel Prime. He is a Voyager class. He is a heavy Tarn retool, as you can tell. And his price point is $67, but with tax, that's going to come out to $70, which
Oh, I'm sorry. Please tell me how you feel that you have a right to critique a $67 figure when you yourself spent, what more than what some people can afford to spend in a month. Please tell me, how do you feel you are in the right?
$70 for a Voyager. A Voyager with a few more accessories is that is just crazy to me. Obviously a desperate cash grab on behalf of Hasbro. I'm not
You're using that word, yeah, I don't think you know what it means.
surprised, but $70 for a Voyager class figure that comes with 5 accessories. So the accessories that Sentinel Prime comes with is this main blaster right here, which I really like. I like the detail. I like how chunky and big it looks.
Gay!
That came out wrong. Whoa. Yeah, that's not gonna go well. Yeah, I like how big the blaster looks. Some detail on there as well. He comes with 2 missile launchers that attach to his upper back, and they can come off. You can detach them, as you can see right here in this photo. He does come with a gold shield, and the last accessory that he comes with is a platform that holds the 13 Primes artifacts. And it looks like his shield sits in the middle of this platform right here. I'm not sure what this blue thing is right here that goes right in the middle. Let me know down below what you guys think that is or know what it is. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it appears that his shield will go in the middle of this platform, and then you can attach all the artifacts on this platform. Again, I'm kind of disappointed and underwhelmed with this. I was hoping that Hasbro would make a brand new figure for Sentinel Prime, but
Normally when it comes to these, these kind of special releases, they rarely ever do a brand new figure. How many times, like, especially when they did the Wreck and Rule versus the Doom and Destruction or whatever it was called, that 2-pack where it was like an Autobot versus the Decepticon. How many times did we, hope and wish that, like, say, Twin Twists would actually get a new mold? No, it was just Titan's Return. Sometimes they may do extensive retools, recolors, head sculpts and stuff, but it's rarely ever a brand new figure. They just don't do that.
It's obviously a heavy Tarn retool, and don't get me wrong, Legacy Tarn, that figure, I love that figure. It's a figure that is sleek, it has no back kibble on it, the articulation is great, and yeah, I like that figure very, very much. And I'm sure, as you can see in the photos here, it's probably going to be the same. But again, I really was hoping that Hasbro would get creative and do something new and put out a new figure. Obviously, this is based off his appearance in that IDW comics. I was also hoping that because we've got so many badass iterations of the 13 primes that have taken inspiration from all of their appearances across all the platforms for Transformers, I was kind of hoping they would do the same thing for Sentinel Prime. I was hoping that they would take something from, his appearance in Dark of the Moon, his appearance in Transformers 1, his appearance in Transformers Animated, the IDW comics, and his G1 appearance, and kind of mold that together and come out with something brand new that we haven't seen before. But Hasbro will do whatever it takes to cut a few corners. And obviously they did that here. So, and one of the most embarrassing parts of this figure is the vehicle mode. What the hell is this supposed to be?
Oh. It's time for a quick game, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think he compares this alt mode to? I'll give you like 1 second. If you say Professor Xavier's hover chair, congratulations. He said it. He said the thing.
Anybody can figure out what this vehicle is supposed to be, let me know down below, because I am what is this? I've seen on the internet that people have been comparing this alt mode to the hovering chair that Professor X sits in, which honestly it's a pretty good comparison. One of the first things that came into mind when I looked at this alt mode is like what do you call those machines that clean like the ice rinks? Like the Zamboni, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, it kind of looks like that, honestly. What the hell? What is this supposed to be, man? Hasbro, what is going on? $70 for this is just godly. I can't, like, just thinking about it in my head, trying to process it. I just cannot believe that the
Okay, so let's do let's do some quick math here, shall we? Okay, so in this photo here, now I can't necessarily see everything, so let's just kind of give a rough estimate of how many figures he bought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 12. I may be wrong about the number, but yeah, it looks like it could be possibly 12. So let's go back over to here. Okay, let's pull up that calculator. I love this calculator. I love this fucking calculator. Now he just said $1,000, so it could have been more, it could have been less. I'm just gonna go with 1,000. 1,000 divided by 12. Let's say it was 12 figures. So a little looks like. Let's round it down to $83. I'm being generous. Let's go with $83. On average, he spent roughly $83 per figure. Now, like I said, I don't know exactly how many figures or how much money he spent. I'm going by what his thumbnail said. He spent $83 per figure, possibly. Yet, he is going to throw a fit. He is going to throw a fit about this figure and its cost. Like I said, it isn't so much the figure, it's the people doing it.
gall and the balls of Hasbro to just slap on a $70 price point on a Voyager that comes with a few more accessories. That's all it is. Guys, do not, I honestly do not go out there and waste $70.
Too bad when it comes out, I will be buying it because unlike a lot of these pieces of shit in this fandom, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. When I say I'm going to buy this figure, I'm going to buy this figure. I'm not like the fucking pieces of shit in this fandom that says, oh no, I'm not going to buy this figure. And then 3 years later, when they think nobody remembers, they'll be like, hey, here's my collection. And as they're panning with their camera and they're panning, whoops, what's that on shelf number 3 way in the back behind That one transformer that turns into like a toilet, Whoa, oh, that's Sentinel Prime. They got him. I'm not like that. If I tell you I'm going to buy something, I'm going to fucking buy it. Because the viewer deserves that level of honesty with me.
On this. Like, wait for this to go to sale or something, or try to find a good deal. Whatever. Is this something that I want to get? I wouldn't mind having this on my shelf with the other primes.
Oh god, the guy's a cheapskate. Just fucking say you buy it. Just fucking. Why pussyfoot around? Why pussyfoot around and act like you're too good to pay full price when we know you spent $1,000 at a convention. Why not just have the goddamn balls and just say, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Just like all of those other fucktards that said that they were not going to buy Studio Series 86 Astro Train, but guess what? Guess who they bought?
Honestly, I'm in no rush whatsoever to get this figure. I can already tell that scalpers are going to have a field day with this Sentinel Prime artifact pack. I wouldn't be surprised if scalpers get to this first and just double the price on eBay. And yeah, I don't know what to say. These just scream desperate cash grabs by Hasbro. That's all it is.
I love the fact that, what happened if the people did not have a chance to get Kingdom Mirage, because Kingdom Mirage was actually part of a 2-pack. It was with I think it was with, oh god, that white colored Velociraptor Grimlock, I think that's what his name is. And that blue streak, if I remember correctly, that blue streak was a Walgreens exclusive. What if the people did not get those 2 figures and they would like to get those figures? Is it still a cash grab if people did not successfully get these figures and they would actually like to buy them? No, it's not a cash grab. It's Hasbro trying to get these figures out to the people who did not get a chance originally to buy them. The people that always say it's a cash grab are the most elitist of fucks. They are the most elitist of people. They figure, well, I got that figure. If I got that figure, why didn't they get that figure? And those are the type of collectors I fucking hate. I hate them with a fucking passion because they don't speak. They don't want other collectors to get the figures that they dreamed of getting. No, they want to hold down the other collectors and try to tell them, oh no, that's too much, you shouldn't be buying it. When in reality, they buy the same fucking shit.
Desperate cash grabs on figures where they were able to cut a few corners and save some money. They don't live in reality. And
says the guy who spent $1,000. Wait, damn it, where is it? Says the guy who spent $1,000 at a convention. Says the guy who spent, countless dollars on useless fucking game skins, telling you that these 2 things are cash grabs. Really? Really? And you wonder why I call you a fucking hypocrite. I don't call you a hypocrite because I think it's a cool thing to do. No, I call you a fucking hypocrite because you are, at the end of the day, you are a hypocrite.
And I'm sure a lot of people out there are going to buy this. Again, people are allowed to do whatever they want with their money, but I wouldn't waste my money on this.
Oh, he's going to. He's fucking. The ones that say that they're not going to do something are the ones that do it the loudest. It's the who smelt the Delta mentality.
Would definitely wait for a sale, or I will be all right not getting this. Those are my quick thoughts. I kind of just want to.
Your quick thoughts fucking suck. They do. They fucking suck. You are a hypocrite. Every video I've watched of yours, which isn't that many, it's just this one and the previous one that I mentioned at the beginning of this entire video. These two videos show how much of a shitty person you are. You may not like the truth, but at the end of the day, it's still the fucking truth.
Hop on here just to, spew out some of my opinions for these figures.
Your opinions are garbage. When you proudly talk about in the video, I'll bring this thing up to the end of fucking time. When you proudly talk about spending $1,000, you lose the high ground.
And let you all know what I'm thinking. But honestly, let me know down below. Is this worth it, guys? Is this something that you're gonna get, or am I being crazy? Like, let me know. Is this something you're gonna get or not? Or are you gonna wait for a sale or just completely pass on this?
Okay, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I I originally, like I said at the beginning of this video, I was actually planning on doing an Asmongold react, but I saw that video and I thought, you know what? This is going to be fun, and it fucking was. I love tearing up hypocrites. I love pointing out their flaws and everything and how they're just pieces of trash. But that's it. I will see you all later. Peace out.